Hello and welcome to The Studio Demands It, an exercise in creative thinking where we conceptualize, pitch, and craft films or series based on the demands from one of you listeners acting as a hypothetical Hollywood overlord. As professional screenwriters ourselves and massive cinephiles, we talk movies all the time.
All the time.
And we'd like to believe that we could meet any demand thrown at us. We are your screenwriters. I am TC DeWitt, and joining me as always is Jim the Tallyman Berzelek. Come, Mr. Tallyman. Tally me banana. How you
Daylight
doing?
coming.
Yeah. Oh, I am home, so I'm fine. But you might want to go home. Tallied up, Jim. Have you tallied up the votes?
Yeah, I did.
Very good. With a name like that, one would expect to do so.
Mhm.
I offered to tally it up. And
No.
you're like,
You are not the tally man.
you are.
I am the tally man.
Is the Tallyman from like lore or folklore or something?
If it is, I don't know.
No. I thought maybe you would know, and it would come off the top of your head, and you go, yes, he's a voodoo king. Of
No, it is
Haitian
not.
folklore.
It is my name.
Oh, I assumed you were named after the Tallyman.
No, the tally man is named after me.
Oh, whoa! So this is either you are much more ancient than I realize, and folklore has been written about you, and
No, it's an old timey job.
it's just an old time, like someone who tallies,
Mhm.
like does counting. Were they pirates?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. That's all we need to know about your middle name.
And they're also a thing in Warhammer 40K.
Aha! All right. Welcome to the penultimate episode of Season 6. Can you believe it, Jim?
And it's a Batman villain.
Oh, there you go. Can you believe it, Jim? We got another season in the books. 6 seasons, Jim.
No.
Yes. Over 130 episodes at this point. We
Holy
have
cow.
pitched approximately 200 movies. That's a big approximation, probably more like 150. But yeah, we did it. Season 6. Thinking about this year, so I'm just going to rattle off our season. We did Star Trek Screenboat Killy, Captain Carter, Wyatt Earp, Spider-Man, Daredevil, Rumpelstiltskin, a Jason Statham double feature, one of them being Dead
Mhm.
Rising, the other one being Popeye.
Popeye.
The Acolyte. That's weird. I have a stronger memory of doing Jason Statham than the Acolyte, and we did the
Yeah.
Acolyte after Statham.
Yeah, same.
Thunderbolts triple feature, James Bond, Home Improvement, Family Matters, Saved by the Bell, Megan versus the Terminator, Vogue 1, Superman 3, a spoof movie, a body swap movie, Evil Dead movies, TMNT, National Treasure 3, Season of the Witch remake, Wonderland with the Wicked treatment, a Zelda movie where we didn't do the demand and we can comment on it if you want. And now here we are, ready. We are ready to hear what's been greenlit by our listeners for the fully produced feature-length table read finale. But before we get all to that, what do you think about this season? Like this season felt like a breeze, and also this year has been so damn long. We had fires at the beginning of the year.
That was this year?
In our first episode of this season, we hear a helicopter go by that was taking water as the fires were just going off.
So the year started with fire and it ends with water.
It's raining right now.
Yeah.
The threat of rain was very oversold to me. Everyone was like, batten down the hatches.
Well, they said it's going to rain all weekend. That's why they're saying it. Apparently, a couple places have even been evacuated in preparation for it. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. It's just Friday.
Yeah. But what do you think of the season overall here?
It was good. It was a good season.
I said we didn't meet the. Someone commented. I can't remember what we said.
Wall score.
Wall score.
Is-
Thank you,
is
Wall
their-
score.
their-
Over on the Reddit or the Discord.
The Discord.
Yeah.
Nobody talks on the Reddit. That's my fault.
What did Wall score have to say about?
In summary, it was a good episode, and we told a good story, but we technically failed the demand because Ganon was one of the characters, and that's a main character from Zelda.
They asked us to avoid
the whole point to the demand was to not utilize any of the main cast.
Yeah. Once it was pointed out, I was like, oh my god, did we realize that in the heat of the moment?
No, it's because we did it later. We did that, and they were the antagonists, or like, oh, they're not the hero of the story. We're not following them, but that technically, is a failure of meeting the demand.
Damn. The damn and. But I was still happy with what we came up with. But right, in hindsight, looking back, even though Ganon doesn't become Ganon until the very end, and that's who they fight, we did make
it's still because it is Ganon.
Yeah.
If it had been not Ganon, if it was someone else, who
Wart from Super Mario Brothers 2.
It just could have been someone. Like one of the characters goes bad on their quest, even if it has shades of Ganon, right? Like the evil to come,
right? But then we get into like Hobbit territory, and those Hobbit movies are so. Like we can't.
Well, they're not bluch because they had the necromancer who ultimately was Sauron Sauron.
Sorry.
They're bad for a bunch of other reasons.
A litany of reasons. Something that was pointed out to us in one of the comment sections was how many horror movies we did this year. Someone showed an appreciation for how much horror, and I don't think that was by any sort of design. It just was happenstance. We did 9 horror movies this year.
Oh wow! I thought it was only like 6.
Yeah, of our 22 episodes, we did 9 horror movies, and I'm kind of might be nudging horror just slightly in so much as Screamboat Killy. Wyatt Earp was a horror movie. Jason Statham had Dead Rising. Acolyte, Thunderbolts, James Bond. I can't. Sci-fi horror, at least in the psychological that we got to, both Family Matters and Saved by the Bell leaned into. Like Saved by the Bell for sure leaned into like
Saved by the Bell
Twilight Zone, like this monster is controlling people, and then Family Matters was just like Carl's being tortured by Rick Sanchez. Steve Urkel.
Sure.
But I counted that. We did a bunch of Evil Dead movies, Megan versus Terminator.
Mm-hmm.
We did the spoof movie was to do a horror spoof movie. The Halloween Season of the Witch. Yeah, so we had a lot of horror this year. And
we did.
Typically, I try to give you a chance to play in your favorite areas. Like I try to see if there's a way for us to do a cowboy movie every season or Western. And I always default to you as more knowledgeable of horror as a genre. So the fact that we got to do so many this year and it didn't even strike me.
No, yeah.
Right. Because those who know the lore of the long lore of me as a podcaster, you say you don't like a thing too many times, people assume you hate it. And I said I don't like horror. I don't like horror so much that people.
All right, just to be pedantic, I have way more evidence of you. It's not just that you say you don't like horror in a reviewer capacity. Mm-hmm. Like when it comes up when talking about favorite movies, when talking about things they like in movies, things like that. Like you, just when talking, you're like you don't like jump scares, you don't like gore, you don't like those elements of horror movies. You didn't. And that's the thing. It's a past tense thing. Whether I did it or whether you did it on your own, because you did write a Friday the 13th.
I did. Yeah. Number 13, available now.
You've grown accustomed to the genre,
and certainly Demon Detective, which we did not plug nearly enough.
No, yeah,
like barely at all, which is a shame on both of us that we have a fully.
Hey, we made a movie.
We have a fully produced feature film starring legend Doug Jones and Adrienne Barbeau, and it's on Apple and Amazon, and we did not plug it hardly at all.
Yeah,
and that's a shame on our part. But to the point of
for whatever reason. It's stupid, but in my head, subconsciously, it wasn't a conscious thought. It was because I always imagined all of our projects being compartmentalized from each other.
Yeah, I think I do the same thing,
and that might be a bad way to think about it.
Right, but I do similarly.
Yeah,
I've created partitions, but my evolution into respecting and enjoying the genre that I already liked anyway. It's like people who say like, "Oh, I hate country music." Oh, you hate Dolly Parton? You hate the song 9 to 5?
Some people do, yeah.
Well, they're wrong. But it's like jump scares. The thing that became particular about with jump scares is like, earn them. Don't just go, bah! Like I'm not scared. You startled me.
Of course. That counts. That's a scare. Yeah, that's a scare.
Right. So, yeah, what a fun thing to look at how many of those movies we played with this year in amongst the other things. But yeah, I don't know. I really am happy with how this season turned out. We've got some great stuff to choose from, and we'll get to those momentarily here. But yeah, also just good. I can't believe we've come this far, and we're still going. Like I don't feel exhausted by this show. I don't think like,
No,
oh, I got to do
no.
another episode. I'm always like, and we've created a schedule, and David has allowed us to do so, where we can take breathers, and we don't have to like stick to this workhorse schedule. We create a buffer and whatnot, and yeah, and we still have hundreds of demands to go through.
Mm-hmm.
If people stopped sending us demands, we could still do this for another 5 years.
Wow. Dang.
I don't know if those episodes would be good, but we'll see. Who knows? But
Well, keep them coming, folks.
Absolutely keeping coming. And since we're talking about that, Jim, our amazing listeners have given us demands from studios literally all over the world. And you listening now, if you decided that this was the first episode you're going to listen to, congratulations. You can submit your demands for the next season and send us any demand you'd like, and we will meet them on the spot. We will read them live. We will just do our best, and when we reach the end of the episode, if we've done our jobs, we'll have pitched a full script and story, meeting, or even exceeding those demands. And we have chosen 6 of our pitches and offer them up to all of you and the worldwide studios to greenlight one of these movies for our finale, following suit with Justice League 1995, Mystery Inc. and the Threshold of Chaos, Amazing Spider-Man 3, and Blade.
What do we subtitle that?
Blade: Heart of Darkness.
Yep.
And now our 6th season and our 5th fully produced finale. So, for those who might need a reminder, Jim.
Yes, remind me.
Our 6 nominees for this year, we have Alien Intercepts, which came from season 5. Corporal Hicks has been believed to have died in his escape pod and when it crash landed on Fiorina 161 in Alien 3, but his story did not end the way we've been told. After fleeing LV-426 and before the events of Alien 3, the escape pods protecting Ripley, Newt, and Hicks are snatched by scavengers. And when Hicks is inadvertently awakened, he discovers these pirates have more than one problem: a xenomorph and 2 replicants from the Tyrell Corporation. And this film sets right what Alien 3 did wrong. It's dark horror action of Alien and Alien Romulus with that added bit of danger of Blade Runner replicants.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And the reason we added this was because last season it was a write-in for the finale, and it wasn't just like 1 or 2 people. It had a really strong write-in, so we decided to make that an official entry.
Alien Frontier had the write-in.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh, I was wrong?
That's okay.
Well, you're going to go back and you're going to scrub all this anyway. So.
Droids, a Star Wars story, also from Season 5. Palpatine and Darth Vader are dead. The Empire has fallen, and the New Republic is refitting and salvaging as much Imperial materials as it can, including all droids. When a pair of protocol droids realize that having their memories wiped will mean forgetting everything they are, they flee. As they gather other droids looking to keep themselves intact, this ragtag group becomes the largest targets in the galaxy. But their rebellious nature isn't why they are soon hunted and chased by imps, rebs, bounty hunters, and more. One of the droids' databanks holds the secret location of the last Imperial cloning facility. This film gives us the lovable group of droids trying to exist in a galaxy that has always tossed them aside, while the fandom has always loved them as much as any living, breathing character in Star Wars. Also from Season 5, bringing that over, Megan versus the Terminator. Now, initially it was just Megan versus, and then we got to pick, and Terminator was just the obvious choice. In a future where Skynet fears a girl who hasn't grown up yet, a Terminator is sent back to eliminate young Katie before she becomes a rebel leader. But when the killer bot's mission threatens her child, Megan, repaired, reprogrammed, and more unhinged than ever, hacks the timeline to fight back. In a brutal war of steel, code, and surrogate motherhood, the world's deadliest doll takes on the original killing machine, and only one metal monster can survive. This film continues the action and bloody, bitchy tone and style of the Megan movies.
Yep.
Screamboat Killy. In 1928, a young woman boards a steamboat heading south down the Mississippi River, dreaming of reaching New Orleans and starting her music career in the Big Easy. But as the boat glides down the mighty Miss, blood begins to spill, and a murderer stalks the crew and passengers. This isn't a schlocky B movie. This is a period slasher in the vein of Sinners, Ravenous, and Sleepy Hollow, which really, referencing Sinners, really tipped people in the favor of.
That's great, right? Like anything to get people into the theaters. But I'm realizing those three examples, I know how they all relate, but all three of those are monster movies.
True.
And Screamboat Killy isn't a monster; it's a slasher.
It's a vampire movie, a Wendigo movie, and a Headless Horseman movie.
Yeah.
And Screamboat Killy is just murder man.
Yep.
Or a woman.
Stop singing that song!
Star Trek Legacies. When Captain Kirk and the Enterprise pursue a rogue Klingon, they are flung 100 years forward to the 24th century. Determined to return home and his newborn son, Kirk will stop at nothing, breaking every law of time and space, and only one captain and crew can stop him. Captain Jean-Luc Picard and the Enterprise D. The film is a loving homage to Trek and ends the Kelvinverse and Chris Pine's time as the famed James T. Kirk, while offering up a version of the TNG Kelvinverse. There we go. Thunderbolts, a Marvel special presentation. 3 specials for 3 infamous heroes in 3 decades. Set long before the events of Thunderbolts, this Marvel special presentation gives us the Red Guardian's epic showdown with Steve Rogers' Captain America, Yelena Belova as a bodyguard for Justin Hammer as he negotiates with Ulysses Klaue for stolen vibranium, and the Winter Soldier becoming the target of the relentless spirit of vengeance, the Ghost Rider. Designed like the previous Marvel special presentations, Werewolf by Night and the Guardians Galaxy Christmas special. All right, so those were the 6 that we picked, and that was not easy because we could have picked 10. Like we typically get about 10 and then try to chip it down, and it's just it spreads the votes too thin if we have like 10 offerings. Yeah. So we are aware of some of the write-ins, and we're going to go through the comments right now as we go through all this. But people kept asking me, well, which one do you want to win? I'm like, we picked these 6.
Yeah.
We want all.
One of these.
One of these. These are the 6. Now, to be fair, we did vote. Like we did pick our of the 6. We finally had to pick one. We didn't have to,
but we did.
Or 2 or 3. You picked 2.
I picked 6.
I picked 6.
Oh,
we picked these 6. But this is a fun spread of options here. There's not, just the one superhero movie. I think is pretty. I would do nothing but write superhero movies. But,
sure. Yeah.
It's good to spread the taste out here, and just in conversations with people. I don't know how many conversations you had with people talking about the finale, but it was always surprising to me when I chatted with people which ones jumped out. I'd be like, "Oh, here are the 6. Ooh, this Screamboat Killy. Really? That's the one that jumped out at you." Like, and having a nice conversation with someone who hadn't listened to the episode but liked this elevator pitch.
Sure.
You're like, "Oh yeah, it's a fun idea. It's a fun idea." Because I thought that was the dark horse choice.
Sure. Same.
Because it was
because I thought it was going to be right. Screamboat Killy is very clearly a play on Steamboat Willie, and so I thought everyone was going to kind of roll their eyes at, oh, you're going to do a killer Mickey Mouse. So that, I guess that's how strong of the elevator pitch for Screamboat Killy is. Or were people just reacting that way to the title?
Maybe. Well, yeah, I'm excited. I've been excited, like getting to this finale. Like just all 6 of these options, I'm already thinking about the score of each of them, like the sound design. They all offer up some really fun stuff. So, for those who aren't familiar, when we do the full table read of this, then we produce it with the score and the sound design, and I do all that sound design, and it's a great. I have such a fun time doing it.
a lot of those things are also for a little bit of how we chose the 6. It's not just which ones are our favorites, but we also think about stuff like how is it going to present as a table read as an audio file, because some of them are like, oh, that's really interesting, but it won't be interesting to listen to. It would be amazing to see.
With
but we also look at size of casts.
And what would appeal to people passing by? Because when we do these votes, I go into a few communities. We obviously throw it to our subscribers. We get a lot of people have been voting since season 1 or season 2. So we have it's the passing person who's just going to go, oh, a Blade movie? Hell yeah, I'll take a look at that.
Yeah.
So this was a tougher year for narrowing it down. We hemmed and hawed about quite a few here, and when we get to the comments here, we can converse about that. But let's go to the very first comment of comments, which
let's do it
straight from David Geisler himself. David says, "I really wanted to go droids because I desperately want you guys to write a Star Wars." We do too, David. Especially after we missed out on what would have been an amazing Star Wars Episode 10 script from you. Thank you. And I'm still so sad that we probably really won't ever get an in real life Kelvin timeline part 4. So I vote for Star Trek Legacies. Thank you, David. Obviously, many thanks to David for giving us this shows exists because of David. So, all right. So moving on. Chris Wallscore says, "I think it's about time you do a Star Trek movie since Star Trek is what birthed this podcast. Wait, I just finished the Wicked episode. I kind of want that now." I'm really happy with how the Wicked episode.
Yeah.
People responded to that.
Good. Cool.
The poster design hooked some people when I threw it up on TikTok and whatnot. Actually, you know what? Sorry, you got a vamp now. Talk about that.
Talk about me vamping?
Yeah.
Oh. So I don't have comments to go.
Heartslayer. We can talk about.
I'll make random sounds the whole time. Everyone loves the sounds I make, right? Of all the sounds that I make, what is your favorite?
Boy, you're crushing it right now. Wowie, wow.
God! What a terrible question.
That's my favorite sound. My favorite sound is when you laugh so hard, that you have to get away from the microphone. When I showed you and I know I'm behind on them, but time management is difficult with the TikTok for Fantastic Four. You laughed so hard, and it made me so happy.
Now I want to watch it again.
Just the sheer. That's the best sound that Jim makes, ladies and
gentlemen. Well, thank you. I sure like laughing. So how are you doing today, out there?
Okay. There were a couple of comments that I forgot to grab, so I just wanted to get to them. So this comes from Kirk Mayhew. "I still believe that Fincher was forced into a raw deal. So many obstacles and studio interference. Ultimately, in the Alien universe, what can humans look forward to? The bleakest difficulties is staying alive amongst the xenomorph threat. I vote Alien Intercept." Thank you, Kirk Mayhew. And then someone commented below that, said, "Imagine a Fincher Alien movie made now." Yeah, if David Fincher could make an Alien movie now, it'd be like if Neil Blomkamp got to make one a decade ago.
Mm-hmm.
Not that they'd be the same style of filmmaking, but just that.
It would be the same movie.
Let's see. From The Bear. "I hate the Kelvinverse, but that would be a kick-ass movie, especially if the Kelvinverse were refitted to be more like the TOS movies. The Apple Store Bridge and Miller Brewing Engineering took me out every time." That's right. The bridge in the J.J. Abrams movies is a brewery.
The bridge was?
The engineering. Yeah. We got from Tinzito Thunderbolts, Stola Star. "These all look mid." And then to which I replied to Stola, "Lucky for you, the screenplays of these are outstanding. Which one of them would you want to see?" Oh, get that mosquito. Ow! I hope you killed it. because you hit me. Jim struck me. Was it a mosquito?
It was a mosquito.
Kill that mosquito.
Almost.
Thank you, Stola Star, for your trolling.
Damn it.
Okay. Okay, moving on. Eli McKeag. I pick Star Trek Legacies mainly because I'd like to see the combination. I think Star Trek Legacies would be neat to see, and I'm just curious what the Kelvin timeline of the Next Generation crew would be like. But of all this season pitches, I really would have loved to have seen Disney's Rumpelstiltskin. And you know what, Eli? We were so close. Jim, sorry, we got a mosquito. We got a mosquito in the studio. Kill it. Get it, Jim.
I'm not gonna
Don't hit the mirror. Jim, get that mosquito. Ooh. All right. It'll come back.
The podcast mosquito.
Which is the sound of their wings flapping.
Yeah.
That's the noise.
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't know that?
I knew that.
That's why you said it.
That's why I said it.
Why wouldn't I know that? What other sound would it be?
Eli wanted Rumpelstiltskin, Jim.
Eli wanted Rumpelstiltskin, Jim.
Eli, we were so close to putting Rumpelstiltskin on.
We did.
It was in our 10 when we had narrowed it down, and yeah, I still think it
would be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I think we didn't do it because it is the words. I have no words tonight, and tonight I need the words. It was daunting.
Yeah,
thinking about what we were going to have to do. Our ambition
exceeded,
withered in sight of that mountain. Having to write a bunch of songs, and then having to write a morality play, like a moral tale, where the character basically uses confidence and lying in a good way to overcome another con man. It sounds amazing.
I think given
and I
more
think
time,
we could do it, just not on the timeline that we have available.
Yeah, to truly do it the justice we feel it deserves. It's not that we don't think we could handle writing the morality play or whatnot. It is a matter of, okay, we could do the script. It's the book, the music that would be the most difficult thing here. And Jim and I both have produced and written and directed musicals. And
I forget about that sometimes. I forget about that sometimes.
Jim produced a musical before me.
I did. Yeah. It's because I was making a musical of a certain caliber and quality that I was totally on board with. Mm-hmm. We're talking about making Rumpelstiltskin of Disney quality, and not saying that all of my co-creators on Misfit Heights aren't of that caliber, but it could be cheeky fun, or even bad, because some of the singers we had weren't necessarily on key.
Yeah,
and with a Disney style production, I wouldn't want to
sell it short. Yeah, that's the same page. Like, I wouldn't want to just half-ass it. I'd want a full-ass it.
I would want, when you listen to it, I would want you to be like, yeah, that's Disney quality. I'm listening to a Disney soundtrack that these guys made. And right, that means technically we'd be competing on such a grand stage.
We would just certainly. We know composers and there's people we work with, and that's not to say that this won't find a home in the plethora of films that we could still write based on all these pitches and so on and so forth. So it's not like Rumpelstiltskin is.
If Disney wants this, come on, let us know, Disney, and hire us down at your studios, and we'll make this.
But Burbank's right over, like Disney Studios is right over here. Yeah. So yes, Eli, we feel that heartfelt longing as well for Rumpelstiltskin, and it's sitting right there available to us. So who knows? Maybe we could make a deal with Little Goblin Man, and he could write all the music for us, and we just have to give him one of our kids. I mean, just the first one.
It's not like he wants all of them.
Silly Dilly Bean says, this time These are the droids you're looking for. Robot emoji. And yes, Dylan, you are correct. So he vote for Star Wars. Anya Garrity, a longtime Corporal Dwayne Hicks lover here. I need Alien Intercept to be a reality. Our great friend Finn has guested on the show. Finn says, "Goddamn, there are two that stand out. Alien Intercept is solid, but I've gotta say I had so much fun with Megan versus Terminator that I've got to give my vote to that. That was such a fun mashup. Let's go!" Yeah, the surprise. The thing about Megan and Terminator that I'm genuinely proud of is even just in the 90 minutes that we came up with the whole thing, we created like a good time, like playing with time travel and figuring out the rules of what we can do and how we were going to do it. Given time to develop it, if this ends up making the cut for the finale, like I love time travel, Jim.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when
we're gonna bust out a whiteboard and we're gonna chart the time travel.
We're gonna chart like Christopher Nolan style. Yeah. How does this work? Okay, well here. Yeah. So from Melina, another friend of the show. Well, you're all friends of the show. I can't call it. Everyone's a friend of the show. But Melina says, even if we weren't in the middle of a Star Wars dry at the moment, The Mandalorian and Grogu still being several months away, and Visions offering a brief reprieve for the more devoted fans among us, I would cast an earnest vote for droids, as I'm always in the mood for new stories within a galaxy far, far away. But I'd be lying if I didn't also feel a pull towards the further adventures of Corporal Hicks. All right. Thank you, Melina. Ryan Manda, droids. Leah, droids and Thunderbolts. Emma Bramble, droids and aliens. Jack, Star Wars. Marissa, Megan and Screamboat. Taylor and the Bears, Alien Intercept, yes please. Nightmare Echoes Podcast, thanks for listening. A like for a like, all caps, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 exclamation points, and a fire emoji, and a heart, and a heart eyes emoji for Megan. The Geek Cave, Alien Intercept, fire emoji, fire emoji. Charlotte Art, Alien Intercept. Gary Kemble, Alien Intercept. Sir Ryan Longlegs Bar posted a Will Ferrell gif of him on Hot Ones saying, I recommend trying all of these. But then he said, droids and Screamboat Killy. Ren Aranda, droids, the Lady Gregory. So this is Sam Gregory, who voiced Elsa in Blade, Heart of Darkness last year. Put a vote in for Star Trek Legacies. This is a great name for an art page. In Shane Art. The artist's name is Shane, and their art page is In Shane Art.
Because it's in Shane.
In Shane in the membrane. Alien! The Goblin Knight 17. Alien Intercept closely followed by Star Trek Legacies. Chris Scholes, Star Trek Legacy, a fellow 6'5"er, Chris Scholes. High Def Freckles says Screamboat Killy and droids. That's Danny Scott. Alley Rhythms, Alien Intercept.
Wait. Danny Scott of Demon Detective fame?
Of Danny Scott, like producer extraordinaire of the Demon Detective?
Yeah.
And star of the Demon Detective?
Yeah.
Yeah, that Danny Scott.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, also from NCIS Origins.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Familiar? Yeah. Oh, and also A Christmas Sunset. She picked a freaking horror movie, which is funny. And Star Wars.
Yeah, that is actually.
Decaying Millennial.
It's funny for reasons we know that we won't elaborate on. Inside jokes.
Inside jokes. Decaying Millennial. Alien Intercept. Elisa Marquez. Okay, so actually, when I was compiling all the comments section here to just see how this is playing out in real time, we got a good number of people who have messaged in, who have messaged in a lot, whether we've done demands for them or not. People who've carried over from Twitter, and so this section of my notes here from comments prove that we have listeners from all over the world. And so like it's really cool to see the tags of where these comments are coming from. And I won't say I could sit here and go Mexico City, Manchester, Seoul, but
like you just did.
I should just do that.
No, I'm saying you just did. You could do it like that, and you just did.
Alicia Marquez. I cannot believe someone finally figured out how to make a crossover that respects both eras of Star Trek Legacies. Star Trek. Legacies all the way. Tom Henderson. Wait, should I do the accent of the person? Would that be so offensive when I get to the...
It probably would, yes.
Tom Henderson. Screamboat Killy is the slasher period piece I never knew I needed. How the hell did you two come up with a serious movie out of this demand? Several question marks. Truth be told, that episode did surprise the hell out of me. And when we picked it and narrowed it down for these options, there was we had that conversation of just taking a moment to appreciate. We could have come up with something dumb, but someone already did that.
Mm-hmm.
We did take it seriously. We came up with a legit slasher movie that's just a steamboat movie.
I also think if we had wanted to do it comedic, coming up with like a genuine story first and then putting comedy in it.
Right, which is what we did with the horror spoof movie.
Yeah.
Like that was you gave us a North Star to follow when you were just like, let's just come up with an A24 movie.
Yeah.
And then start making fun of it.
Yeah.
So that's how we did it, Tom Henderson.
And now you have the secret to do it yourself.
Sujin Park. Thunderbolts special just feels, all caps, like something Marvel would absolutely announce on a random Tuesday. Red Guardian versus Cap. Inject it! Clever. I apologize. I'm going to say this wrong. Kofi Mensah. Alien 3 apologists look away. Alien Intercept correcting timeline feels like therapy I won't skip. Leah Bennett. Droids, a Star Wars story, is most wholesome, chaotic energy I've heard in years. This is what the galaxy needs. Riley O'Connor. Actually, Riley O'Connor. Megan's fighting the Terminator. Bitch, please. You want to read some of these comments? I just feel like I'm talking it.
That's okay.
Anita Schaefer. The A has 2 dots over it. So is it Schaefer?
Yes.
Anita Schaefer. Legacies is the only pitch that made me gasp out loud. Kirk versus Picard, but legally different. I don't know what that means. Masterpiece in making, you lovable, beautiful dorks. Hashtag Jim's beard is my daddy.
Oh, wow. The beard says hello.
Anita,
hello.
That's Anita. Beard, you talking to Anita?
Daughter. Yes.
Could you call her daughter?
She's daddy, daughter. No. Okay.
No, that's fine. Charles Dupont. Screamboat Killy sounds like Sleepy Hollow meets Agatha Christie. I don't know if that's a vote for it or just a comment. Screamboat Killy sounds like Sleepy Hollow.
I would take that as a vote.
We're counting as a vote. Jamal Carter, the Winter Soldier being hunted by the Ghost Rider on motorcycles. Marvel, pick up your dang phones and call these two. What the fuck?
I just realized that was like a flirty line, and I totally killed the entire mood by saying daughter.
And now you know what it's like when Jim's out at bars.
Yeah.
10 minutes later,
yeah.
I think that girl was flirting with me. Again, apologize if I say this name incorrectly. Priya Nanduri, Alien plus Blade Runner, is a pitch forged in fires of nerd gods.
I think you pronounced that whole thing pretty well.
Henrik Lindstrom, I want the Droids movie yesterday. Thank you for including it this year. A little band of droids running for their lives is vital.
Right?
And then peak.
Yeah, it's vital and peak.
Vital and peak. Now, for those on the Patreon may remember that our first episode of the season, we talked about this longing to do droids and do Star Wars. And I was so bold to go, we're going to write it. We're going to write it.
We're just
and
gonna
then
do
you
it.
said, why would you say that out loud?
Yes.
I was like, we want to do it. Well, it's 11 months later.
It's a full season later. Yep.
Thank you, Henrik. Okay, again, Mi Ling Ho, as a lover of camp and carnage, Megan versus Terminator has to get my vote. Great.
Nice.
Oscar Valdez, Legacy feels like the kind of bold trek that makes fan culture explode in the best ways possible. Keep JJ away from it, and maybe you two can write it with Simon Pegg. I guess. Is Simon asking us to write?
I guess.
Does Simon want to write with us on this?
Please answer.
Oscar? Oscar, I'm talking to you. Hey. All right.
Yes,
he's
yes,
ignoring
Simon Pegg. We will write
me. All right.
with you.
Gabriella Silva. Thunderbolt special gives us the exact one-offs Marvel used to craft pre-Endgame. Hype. Voted. Declan Burn. Alien Intercept is the Alien 3 apology letter we fraggin' need now. Zara Khan. Droids being hunted because one has location of cloning facility and they're in love? You guys, this is sweet and silly and high stakes. Jim, accept the love in your heart. Thank you, Zara. This one just says Mason. Screamboat Killy is somehow the classiest elevated slasher murder spree ever? How? What? Now? Yes? Thank you, Mason. Nadia Petrova. Megan versus Terminator feels like it would break the box office and the internet. Bring back Tim Miller. Bring back Tim Miller. He gets it. Tim Miller did Dark Fate.
Oh, okay.
And I think Tim Miller did Deadpool, right? Didn't Tim Miller do the first Deadpool?
Yup.
Yup.
No, I agree. I liked Dark Fate.
Yeah, he did.
I think the Terminator fans were really just exhausted by Dark Fate.
Mm-hmm.
Not by that movie. By time it came out,
Mm-hmm.
Terminator fans, the Terminator enthusiasm, Terminator enthusiasm
Uh-huh.
had been exhausted.
Yeah, I think so too. And it's a shame because that one is like when you go from I'll even put 3. If you take that original trilogy, everything that followed that, Salvation felt like a misstep. I think I love Christian Bale, but I felt like he was miscast, and they spoiled everything in the trailer. Sam Worthington was in it, and then Genesis was, oh boy, and then by the time Dark Fate came along, it was like, oh man, really, people missed out, and it's probably because that 2007-2008 writer's strike. The best Terminator we got after 2 is the Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Yeah. I was crazy surprised by that show too. I thought it was going to be terrible,
right?
And it was amazing.
It's so good. Lena Headey's an excellent Sarah Connor. Even Brian Austin Green, is so good in that. Like you never expect the dope from one of the sexy dopes from 90210 would be so compelling as an action actor, like an action hero.
Yeah,
but he was great in it, and that series. Oh, and Summer Glau as well. After post Firefly. What a great series, and I feel like it came and went and forgotten and got buried by so much other Terminator stuff. So, oh boy, Ethan Kawagahusi, Legacy gets my vote. Chris Pine needs a swan song, and why not see Picard and the crew at the same time? Time travel when you both explicitly stated you don't like time travel as a go-to in Trek? Yes to all of it. True.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
But in our defense, they jumped forward in time, not backwards.
Until the end of the movie.
Yeah, then they go back to the past or back to the future, our future.
There now.
And I'm well aware that Star Trek Discovery shot them 500 years in the future or whatever. I'm being hyperbolic, but yes, Ethan, thank you. Sergey Ivanov. Honestly, the the Thunderbolt special has 3 bangers in one. I'm weak. Vote. Or I vote for Thunder. I'm weak. I vote for Thunderbolts. Brandon Schmidt. The Thunderbolts. Hanukkah special. Thank you, Brandon. Still, we got a few more comments here, and then we're gonna. I just acknowledging. Donovan Peck.
No need to apologize for it.
Alien. Jessica Swenson. Megan versus Terminator. Mike Smart. Are you recasting Picard? Tom Hardy's been him before. Because Patrick Stewart won't face off against anyone or anything. Yes. Yes, we would not have Patrick Stewart come back and play Picard.
No.
What's James McAvoy doing?
Oh my God, that would be hilarious.
God. I honestly he would probably have to be bald, right?
Yeah.
Just because that's the iconic look.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Rex 76, Droids and Thunderbolts, Orion, Diana Henning. I'd love to see Yelena take on the entire nation of Wakanda. Me too. The thing I love about that segment of Thunderbolts really is
Mm-hmm.
Justin Hammer and more of Andy Serkis's Claw. Is great. Johnny Khan, Rumpelstiltskin, and also I really like the Fantastic Four. Hamstar, Rumpelstiltskin. So, yeah, a couple more.
Hamsar.
Hamsar. Okay, I thought Hamstar like
I'm the Hamstar Runner.
Yeah, that's
Hamsar.
Homestar Runner.
Yeah,
That's the normal character,
Right.
and then Hamsar was the goofy other character.
you're right. I always
Yeah.
thought it was Hamstar, but it's
No.
Hamsar.
Yep.
Well, Hamstar votes for Rumpelstiltskin.
Wall score. I'm throwing in for Screamboat Killy. I think the one I was digging was the 2005 Spider-Man and Daredevil, but damn it, we can't just keep doing superhero movies. Also, I like the TMT episode. And then, don't worry, wall score. We'll be back to you in a moment here. But he is right, and I actually mentioned this earlier about I'll just do nothing but superhero movies.
Yeah, I mean, if that's how you guys are going to vote, then we will do it.
Absolutely. We've
If-
had a blast with them.
If this is really just the studio demands superhero movies, that's what they're
Sure.
demanding, and
Hey,
that's what we're going to do.
We'll do 100 of them, and then maybe Disney will call us.
Yeah,
Right?
right.
Right?
Warner Brothers.
Warner? Anybody? James Gunn, come on.
You know what?
Yeah. Sony.
I'll do Jupiter's Legacy. I'll do it.
Netflix.
I'll rejuvenate that.
Steph, I dig the National Treasure episode. Corn Dog. I'd love to hear the Ninja Turtles one personally. Wall score comes back. Me too. Eli, let's do all of them. LOL. Dark Wheeled. My favorite one has to be the '90s sitcom one. I'm glad someone
Nice.
wrote in for that
Yeah.
because if it wouldn't stand a chance being voted for.
Probably not. No.
But the Family Matters one and the Saved by the Bell one bring me no endless amount of joy, like an endless amount of joy.
And I actually think the Home Improvement one, were you to actually see it,
Mhm.
like us doing an audio version of it, it'd be fine. It wouldn't be anything impressive. But I think John Cena would. I think
Nail it.
that movie would be a home run. That
Absolutely.
movie would be a blockbuster.
One of our shining moments, and I talked about when it happened, was Richard Karn, the actual Al Borland,
Yep.
liked and shared that episode. He was all for Keegan-Michael Key playing Al Borland.
Nice.
And I was...
Nice. That's awesome.
He just said LOL and he reshared it, and I was like, "Woo!" We got the approval of Al Borland, everyone. But yeah, thank you, Dark Wheeled, for showing some love for that. God, the Steve Urkel Rick and Morty nonsense.
Yes.
is so freaking
yeah.
great. Oh man, and then yeah, the Zach Morris is trash.
hmm
So man, and then
Just bringing Zach Morris's trash to life is hilarious.
And then Wall Score comes back in. Fuck it, that one too. Robin Valentine said, "This poll could do with a none of the above option."
Ooh,
To which I said,
that's right up there with the mid comment.
to which I said, "Oh man, Robin, you could also just not comment." But then I added that option, and
Oh,
we got one vote of all
from Robin.
from Robin for none of the above. So thank you, Robin.
Okay.
Jaime Elvers says Neil Blomkamp's Alien film is probably the most disappointed I've ever been about a film not happening. So definitely the Hicks one. Saying that as a rare fan of 3 and 4 too. LOL. Yeah, there's another timeline where Neil Blomkamp did make his Alien movie with Sigourney Weaver, like that concept art. For those listening, if you haven't looked, just Google or
Neil
however you-
Blomkamp's Alien.
yeah, and look at some of that concept art and realize this was like off the tail of District 9 when he was at his hottest. So Matthew Starkey, if the Star Trek one followed the formula of Into Darkness, it would end with Picard falling off a bridge and dying. Thank you to everybody who commented. Even more so, the number of votes we had. So, what we're going to do right here is we're going to take a quick break.
Okay.
And then we're going to come back and
Read all of these comments again.
read them all again. Yeah. This was half of them. I'm going to keep going. No. We're going to come back and we're going to discuss the numbers on the votes and get to that finale. So, be right back. All right, Jim, we are back.
Here we are.
What'd you think about some of those write-ins, some of those votes for things that like Rumpelstiltskin? We already talked about that.
Sure.
But like, yeah, and the 90s.
I mean, they're great. I'm glad people made write-ins. It's flattering in a number of ways.
Mm-hmm.
It means you're actually listening.
You like us. You really like us.
But it means that those things also, like, even despite our paring it down, it means people are paying attention and they like the things that we're doing so much that they want to correct us
Yeah.
on what they want to see at the end.
Forgot that one. We did discuss Spider-Man and Daredevil, and much like Batman a couple seasons ago, we were like, do we really want to do another Batman when we had already done Justice League 95? Mm-hmm. So there's that little bit of bias towards just trying to challenge ourselves. It's not that we didn't want it. We could write that Spider-Man. And it was discussed on putting it in.
Mm-hmm.
But it did come down to wanting to challenge ourselves into doing something a little different. So I'm happy that I know when that one drops, I think it was Finn said like that already gets my vote.
Nice.
I think it was that one.
I think if I remember right, I think he said that about like three different episodes.
Okay, so first off, thank you for everyone who voted. People who voted without commenting, thank you for that too. I am. There's a small part of me that is tickled by the number of votes we got this year. We got.
Yeah, I was sitting by as you were like writing up
tabulating
things, and you were just like giggling the whole time, like you were being tickled as you were doing it.
The numbers were tickling me, Jim, and I'm not a math guy, but this is one of the things right here that tickles me. We got 414 votes this year.
Oh,
414.
Nice.
Now this is certainly like okay. So
so the reason that's
yes.
a magical number,
yeah.
Is because that is the area code, or one of the area codes for southeastern Wisconsin, for Milwaukee.
Milwaukee specifically, and it was the area code for my hometown until they exceeded the numbers and had to add.
They added another one.
So 414 is go ahead.
And it's one of the numbers that is included, kind like as like a secret number, or like an Easter egg number.
Yes, yeah.
TC will. It's not the first one he goes to, but it is one of the regular go-tos.
It's number 2. It's the second one I go to.
That will be incorporated into scripts.
Right. Yeah. As an Easter egg for myself, because I write a lot of scripts for people,
mm-hmm.
and I am legally prohibited from admitting that or divulging
mm-hmm.
scripts that I've worked on, because that's what script doctors and consultants and ghostwriters do. But I put a little Easter egg here and there for myself, and for those who are in the know. And 414 is one of those numbers. And I put it in even in Demon Detective, one of the license plates.
Yeah.
We changed to be MKE 414. My go-to number is 262.
Yeah.
That's because that isn't the hometown area code. But the fact that we got 414 votes made me very like yay! Thanks, universe, Matrix, whatever. So, okay. With those 414 votes, we're going to go from the bottom here. So, despite it getting some love, despite having so many conversations with people directly about it, Screamboat Killy comes in at the bottom with only 24 votes total. So, it was our dark horse.
It was.
We knew putting it out there was going to be, like, there was a risk this wasn't going to get anything.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that it got the love that it did, and some good back and forth about it, the fact that some people who voted for it I wouldn't have expected to vote for it. When we mentioned Danny earlier, it was like, you're voting for that one? Okay.
Yeah.
And we already discussed like the fun we had in crafting something that was actually we could do it. It's public domain. We're not playing with anyone else's IP here. Maybe there's
also, and then Screamboat Killy cleaves so far away from the reference it's making that even if it wasn't, I think it would be protected under parody.
Right. You're right. Right. Absolutely. And yeah. So Screamboat Killy, just set sail down the mighty Miss and was murderized by a murderous murderer. So long.
The murderous murderer of not enough votes. Is that?
Yeah. Not enough votes. Not enough votes. Am I saying his name correctly?
Yeah.
Not enough votes. All right. Truth be told, when people were asking me like, "What's your favorite?" and like, it was hard because I did want to write all 6 of these, but there was that little like, each one of them had a special place in my heart that I was like, "Oh darn!"
Sure.
So like, Screamboat not getting is like, oh, that truthfully would have been a really unique challenge.
Sure.
To write, perform, and produce. So, in addition to that, Thunderbolts makes it to the number 5 slot with 33 votes. I just want it to exist. We've discussed,
absolutely.
My love. We've discussed What If as an animated series is so good. I wish there was some more Marvel specials. That one would have had the biggest cast because we could have done it in 3 pieces. Certainly would have had people do multiple voices on it, but just the fighting Captain America, yeah. Honestly, Andy Loud would have made a good.
Yes, he would have.
Would have made. I mean, he did Craven very well for Spider-Man, giving him the boisterous, jovial Alexei would have been great.
Yeah.
So, what could have been? And yeah, when we got to, I can't remember if it was you, but Ghost Rider versus Winter Soldier was just that motorcycle chase. I just want to see that
so badly.
I just want to see that.
It would be so good.
The gun like shooting over his shoulder and that whip and chain and fire. Oh, come on! You can just close your eyes and see it. Oh, that is it's just, I want that to exist.
Yeah.
And seeing as we would have written them as about 30 minutes a pop anyway, it's just one of those things that like, well, we could
just this 30-minute relentless chase.
Yeah. Oh man. Some Fury Road inspired references. Tangent in Star Trek Visions. One of the entries opens with a character in a yellow radiation suit with the helmet, and he's standing over the camera and he thrusts his arm forward holding what looks like a tape deck and hitting play on it. It's it's animated exactly like Marty McFly or George, and it's just a tangential thing of like had to say that, just my love of that. So but so long Thunderbolts, still a great episode and some great fun to be had there. Okay, moving into number 4 slots with 45 votes, Megan versus the Terminator, which I'm surprised was above Thunderbolts.
Actually, yeah, no. Now that you mention that, that is a bit surprising.
And it comes from Megan 2 didn't do so hot.
No, yeah.
Which kind of made me think like, should we do this one? But there was something so campy and ridiculous and fun about it. I loved making the poster, just the tagline of like, will she bring judgment? Obviously. Like, what a fun, campy, silly idea. And yeah, the fun of time travel. Get that whiteboard out. But no Megan. No Megan versus Terminator. Okay, we are in the top 3, Jim.
Okay, here we go. Halfway there.
Here we go. With 74 votes. Droids.
There it is. There it is.
Star Wars can't catch a break. But you had said if it were 1, we cheated.
Yes, I did.
Elaborate.
What you brought it up earlier.
Yeah.
If it had won, it would have been cheating because you said earlier this year we're going to write it anyway, and then we haven't. And then if it won the vote, we cheated in writing it because we said we were going to write it
anyway,
not utilizing essentially the finale slot to write it.
But a good, oh man, honestly, that's the best that Star Wars has ever done in our finale voting.
That's true. Yeah.
We'll get there one day, folks.
Maybe.
You'll let us get there one
Yeah.
day. You will demand it. Okay, so that puts us with the final two entries here. Okay, alphabetically,
Hmm.
the final two entries are Alien Intercept and Star Trek Legacy.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the points: 120 and 121.
Really?
That is how close this is.
Wow.
It
Holy
came down
cow.
to one
vote.
that put this.
Never let anyone tell you your vote doesn't matter. All they're trying to do is steal your vote.
That's why I was giggling when I was
Yeah.
tabulating, when I was calculating, I was tally manning everything, and I was like seeing the numbers like line up, and I'm like, are you shitting me? Are we gonna tie again?
That's
like, are we
amazing.
Are we going to have to electoral college this again
Wow.
by one vote?
Wait a minute. That means okay. Yeah.
By one vote between alphabetically
Hmm.
Alien Intercept and Star Trek Legacies, our season 6 finale is going to be Star Trek Legacies.
Wow.
Our first episode of the season made it
Wow.
to the finale,
Okay.
which is so cool.
That is.
I truthfully thought Alien ran away with this.
I thought Alien was going to win.
Alien took off. When I dropped this 2 weeks ago and people
Mhm.
could start voting, only Alien was getting votes. It had 120 votes total,
Yeah.
and Star Trek Legacy got 121.
Wow.
But Alien took off. Every like even just the comment sections we just read,
Mhm.
Alien came up a ton. So did Star Trek. But when looking at the polls that
Sure.
we put out, yeah, I was shocked. I was like, oh man, this thing's running away. Everything
Wow.
else ran together at
Mhm.
first, and then I could see the divide happening, and I couldn't tell just by glancing at it which of those three was going to get it. So I mean, that's how
Wow.
close it was. You
Yeah.
can see it's by one vote.
Hmm.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be writing Star Trek Legacies. We're going to be ending the Calvinverse. How do you feel about
Wow.
this, Jim?
Nervous.
Nervous?
Yeah. Granted, I was going to feel nervous whichever one
Hmm.
had won. Actually, that's really because honestly, I had been prepping myself to do Intercept.
Me too.
Like,
Even
so-
going so far as being able to have access to an actual xenomorph to do
Yep.
sound effects
Yep.
for us. I've been telling people for days. I'm like, no, we got a guy to do the alien. Remember when we had Scooby Doo? We got a xenomorph. So that's not to say I'm not stoked about Star Trek here, because it's the movie series that started this whole podcast.
that's true. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
wonderful. That
Yeah.
is really cool. It actually weirdly squeezes my heart, and I feel tears forming at the corner of my eyes right now.
don't do that. Maybe if this was the series finale,
Right.
then it'd be a true actual bookend.
Right.
But don't
Okay.
shed your tears.
I won't. Screw you, Star Trek.
Well, I mean, don't screw Star Trek.
No. I'm gonna screw
okay.
it like it's a green alien.
Oh God.
No, how cool is this? Thank you for everyone who voted. I hope there's not any level of disappointment out there, any more so than oh well. Like, I don't want
Yeah.
anyone like pissed off about this, because this is gonna be fun, and also a time travel movie.
Yeah. Yes.
So yeah, the fun that I already have banked, because I've been thinking about all 6 of these for weeks now, is the sound design. Like, Star
Yeah.
Trek comes
Oh,
with so much
yeah.
sound design.
So much theremin.
Yeah. And I've already got some score notions of how this is gonna go, but this is a big cast too.
Yeah, it is.
We will certainly balance the main characters appropriately, but this is a big cast,
Hmm.
and that's fun to be had. The true challenge of this is gonna be the TNG stuff,
Hmm.
like, because we are getting to be the ones to conceptualize what the Kelvinverse version of this is.
There's going to be the first decision I already know we're going to have to make. Yar or Worf.
Yar Worf. Oh no! What is TNG without Worf? What is Star Trek without Worf? That's a fair question.
Mhm.
And truth be told, we will have to discuss, because we didn't do a lot of discussing of TNG as a full cast of characters.
I think it has to be Worf. Sorry, I'm already starting to put it together as we're talking here.
I think so too.
Yeah,
but but to that point, it probably needs to be the core cast of TNG, but because it's an alternate timeline, there's always a possibility of it's not Dr. Beverly Crusher, it's Bashir. It's not this character, it's that character. There's 3 shows of that era. Star Trek, Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager that we could potentially play with. I'm not suggesting we do because we're it's too many things to think about. We aren't capable of writing Infinity War, or are we?
Yes, we are.
Okay, but yeah, we probably will have to stick with the core TNG characters. I do think Worf's got it. Yeah.
Well, the reason that it's not just like the heartwarming. Oh, he's got it, but I think it will. There's more story to work with the original Star Trek cast showing up in this future and seeing a Klingon in Starfleet uniform. I think is there's so much more story there.
Yeah, and not to be fair, Worf is in the original lineup. Like he is Yar. Yar's in charge of security, and Worf.
Wait,
weapons.
He was?
Yeah. Worf is.
I did not remember.
Yeah, Worf and Yar are both there, so we don't have to.
I thought Worf only showed up after Tasha Yar.
Nope, right from the get.
Okie doke.
Okie doke. But also, the way we're presenting the story right now, the POV is Kirk and Picard and crew are antagonists towards our heroes. So I don't know how much time we will have to spend with this crew. We can't.
Sure.
I don't know if we want. It's obviously a discussion as we beat out the story. Do we want to give a whole B plot to these characters, or do we just meet them through Kirk? Like, do we stick with the Prime crew, and only have experiences with these characters in small doses? I don't know.
No, I think it's important to hang out with them. I realize that means we're really gonna meet them more as the probably the 2 crews together. I think it's bookended with Kirk, but once we get to that future, I think we spend a bunch of time with the Next Generation crew as well.
You know what? I think there's a POV handoff we can do. Like whatever our first act is, where Kirk goes after our villain, as soon as they cross that threshold and we get that, we come back in, and now we're with the D. We're with the D. We're with the
We're with the D.
We're with the D,
This is a Tenacious D movie now.
Yeah.
Imagine Jack Black and Kyle Gass running.
You're going across the galaxy.
Running their own Starfleet ship.
No, once we get to that jump, the perspective of the movie goes to Picard. Like we go to a blackout, and then we fade back in, and it's Captain's Law. That's a terrible Picard, but Captain's Law.
But we all hear it.
Star date, blah blah blah. Like we just the next thing we hear is Picard's Captain's Log. Maybe not. But we hand the movie off to like them, so that when to that crew the villains show up, they're like, "This is the Enterprise A. That's Kirk." Fight. Now we have time to be with this crew, and then I guess it's either we think about this in 3X or 5. But whatever the case, when we get back to Kirk, then it's a back and forth. Like, how do we hand off the narrative?
Sure.
Which is fun because we also have a third entry. The villain in this is someone trying to mess up the timeline and whatnot. So a lot of fun to be had there, and all the to truly wrap up the Kelvinverse. Cool.
Well, to at least touch on, I think, things that at least I, as a Star Trek fan, watching the Kelvinverse, wondering, well, what ramifications does this mean for the other Treks, the other stories? How would they be different? How would they be? How would it all fit together with this?
Something that I don't know if we ever discussed here, but I always early on when Star Trek Into Darkness came out, and I was very like, I had a notion of wouldn't it be something if the long game here, whether it's the third movie or not, was that we all along had been seeing what created the mirror universe.
Oh, sure.
That fracture is what created the dark timeline. And obviously they didn't go that way, but there was that notion of like, I'll forgive Star Trek Into Darkness if they go that way.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, that's why this is so what it is. But alas, weirdly, the Deep Space Nine was the show that played in the Mirrorverse the most.
Really?
Yeah. They had a whole like long, like reoccurring storyline that they went to several times over the course of that series.
I quit DS9, I guess, way too early. I think I quit it after two seasons.
Oh,
maybe 3.
Come on, if you know Star Trek, it doesn't get good till the 3rd season. They always update the uniforms in season 3. They figured out which characters match best together in season 3. It's the history of the show. Not entirely fair, but like TNG, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager all had that sort of season 3 is when they hit their threshold. Stride. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, this might require a whiteboard just to list all the characters we have to juggle.
Sure.
Because we will have the Pine Kirk crew and dealing with all them, and we'll have to discuss how to Anton Yelchin and Chekhov having passed away. Like, obviously, this is all audio, so
didn't they already address that? Like he left. He's not on the Enterprise anymore.
No,
he's graduated to another.
No, he's in Star Trek Beyond.
Is he?
But they did create a new class of starship called the Yelchin class. Which I think is really sweet, like a sweet homage to him, because he'd finished filming Star Trek Beyond when he passed away. Sad, very sad. But yeah, okay. So Star Trek Legacies, Jim. Thank you, everyone, for listening this season and coming along with us through all this. It's as we said time and again, this is such a fun thing to do, and we are very appreciative of people from literally all over the world.
All over the world.
Who listen to this and comment and all the votes we got in here. And yeah, so I'm not going to say a release date for this, but it will be before the end of the year. That is the schedule we have kept. And also, Jim, handshake to you. We have now not had we did a full season once again with
if you're counting the finale, right, you're just saying for the 2-week schedule.
Yeah.
We didn't
miss a release date. I'm very proud of that fact from last year and the year before, and we continued to maintain our consistency. And if the internet has taught us anything, consistency is key, whether quality's there or not.
Yeah. Oh God. And that's the most difficult thing for me. This probably is the thing I'm most consistent about in my life.
Yeah. So cool. Man, 414 votes. Yeah. And by a margin of
121 and 120. So two. How many did third place get?
Third place had 72.
72. Okay.
Yeah, Troy's was 72 votes.
So you're saying the 3 were neck and neck until those 2 really started to shoot past.
Right. Because gotcha. I kept the social campaign going of just like, hey, only a week left to vote. Hey, couple days left. My favorite, the day we get the most votes for the past 2 years now is voting day, because the posts are usually the most important vote you'll cast today for our finale of our kooky show. And we got a good burst of voting on those on that day, on voting day. So it is the most important vote that you can cast every year.
It is.
Last call to action here as we go into season 7. What?
Wow.
What do you obviously demands are what we want from you so that we can keep challenging ourselves. But anything else you want to do? In the past, we've had more than one person say, read more comments from the listeners.
Okay.
As we discussed with David on the AZP crossover, we don't get a lot of comments per se. We get a lot of like private messages, and I have some nice conversations with people who aren't looking for us to like take that conversation to the show unless it's a good conversation point for the two of us. But I think it's fun to just hear all the comments here, especially for the voting.
Sure.
It just like lets people's geek flags fly. But certainly Patreon and the Discord and the Reddits and Instagram's a good spot too for people if they just want to chime in on a specific episode. But is there anything that you'd like to see us do? I'm not saying we're gonna change the formula of the show because it's working, and if it's not broke, why fix it, right? But just anything. Put something in the suggestion box is what I'm suggesting to you. So I think
more Garfield. You guys don't talk about Garfield enough.
Is that Simpsons?
No, it's just I picked a random Sunday morning comic.
It sounded Simpsons-esque. But I do think that we're going to wrap up here because Jim and I, we got a movie to write.
Yeah.
So we got to get going here right now.
Yeah.
We only have so much time. But, okay.
Stop talking to us.
Stop talking, okay?
No, never stop.
Please, don't. Okay, but I think that is going to do it for this episode, for this season of The Studio Demands It. We'd love to know if we met your demands over the course of this season and what you feel about the finale as it comes up. So hit us up about what you think about that, or if we missed talking about anything, please engage. You can message us directly at studiodemandsit.com, on Instagram at studiodemandsit. If you aren't already, you crazy person, go ahead and subscribe wherever you're listening to this. Just hit a little subscribe button, and then you can ignore it. It's fine. If you feel like giving us a little review, you can do that in app. That always helps the show out into the algorithm. You can find us on YouTube and TikTok. And now that I have some time, while we're writing this, I'm going to be getting some more of our highlight reels from our commentary tracks up on TikTok and YouTube. So stay tuned for those. Jim, where else can people talk to you?
You can come join the conversation on Reddit at r/StudioDemandsIt,
When
where
people
I
go
don't
there,
post nearly enough, but you feel free to post stuff about it.
You know what? You probably should call yourself Tubok Wax on there.
I probably should.
Yeah,
I think, but I don't. On Reddit, I think I'm
Tubok.
I'm Hannigan Rex.
Tubok Wax on.
Tubok Wax on.
Yeah.
And Discord, you can join our Discord server by going to our website, studiodemandsit.com, and at the top of the page there is a link to the Discord server. Come on down.
Come on down. And
I swear I'm going to try to be more proactive in all those. I'm really good at lurking, at just not really interacting. No, not like that. Not creepy. Not creepy.
Sometimes
just like,
I look at my kitchen window and I just see your eyes.
but not creepy.
Well, okay. It's because you have such kind eyes.
It's true.
But I know just below your eyes, you're going,
No, that's where my beard is. And my beard is daddy. Right? Did I say that right?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
You like to look.
And you know what? I want to go back to that real quick. So to them, my beard says, "How you doing?"
There you go. Yeah. I don't edit these, but I'd be happy to edit that into way earlier.
I distract. Oh, Reddit. No, I was what? Come talk to me. Come talk to me on internet. On internet.
You said you'll do better. You won't just learn.
I'll try to talk more.
All right. And if you want even more, we do have our Patreon, and for a couple bucks a month, you can get episodes early, commercial free, extended double-length episodes, movie commentary tracks with episodes built in, except on Halloween. When we finished that, we were like, we got nothing more to say. It's just the commentary, folks. And if you just want to show us some love, you can subscribe for free, where suddenly conversations pop up from time to time, which is mostly just Jim and I leaving movies and discussing them.
I'm talking about them. Yeah.
So if you want to hear us do like reviews,
yeah. So basically, it was there were 5 years of our podcast where we were going to see movies and just talking to each other. Now we talk to you guys.
Yeah, great. And of course, a thank you to 6.5 Media and everything that they've provided for us. Please check out the other 6.5 shows. I have to burp so bad. Okay. Jim, unless you have anything else, I think that does it for this season. Anything?
No, I'm thinking about Star Trek.
Great. Okay, well, we'll go off and do that right now. And we'll be back again soon with our finale and another season of Your Demands to challenge ourselves to improve and tackle the world of cinema. I am TC.
Did you know that Star Trek backwards is Kurt Rats?
Kurt Rats. That's Jim. And
Goodbye.
goodbye.